Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? Eric Smith, Progressive Martian, Serendipity, JJ, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing? Chris B, good evening. How is everyone's trading doing this weekend? Long and short, what's up, man? Stack, Aaron. Good to hear, JJ, good to hear. Eduardo, what's up? Glad everyone is doing well. So, let me open Epic. Epic Pen is open. Come on, here he is. So we had a pretty decent weekend. Um, you know, got some nice ups, caught some nice downs. For those of you guys that are in the Bootcamp Discord, we had 4 for 4 special today, which was pretty cool. Pretty good Saturday, two nice little rippers. Good Friday, a nice ripper. ETH decided to go on a tear and then decided to give some back, so it was good weekend. Yeah, long and short, you got to do that USDT thing. It's the way to go, man. Definitely. Yeah, so I actually made a mistake. So I hit up over, if we go over to XRP, yeah, I traded ETH, XRP, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. Yeah, I did some pretty cool plays today. So the XRP short was a lucky accident. So it was actually a 50x short because when I signed back onto my Bybit, it reset or something like that. And because normally I'm doing 25x, but it was a 50x short, and it it went nice. It went nice and fast, so it was cool. Took some profit once we failed down here. Show you why. Where it came to. Right to the bottom of that low structure and couldn't bust it. So after I saw that, ended up getting out, buying it back. How do I feel about trading on the weekends? It is more risky. It's more risky for people that are trading without a stop, JJ. That's the big deal. Is like people are trading without a stop, and that's not us because we're all trading with stops and stuff, so we don't have to worry about stuff like that. So I mean, it's only risk is in the eye of the beholder, right? It's people think it's more risky. It is more volatile on the weekends. But if you're managing risk like you should be, especially if you've been through the boot camp, you should be good to go. Yeah, I mean, so my whole thing is like, if the market's gonna act like an ATM, well, you better know your pin. You know what I mean? So you just got to know your pin, and when you go to type in your pin in any ATM, right? A lot of times it gives you the warning that says, make sure you cover up your pin or don't let people find your pin, right? Well, you just gotta know. Just so happens to be we're kind of that group that's trying to share the pin with the world so everyone can get a couple bucks out of the ATM, right? We don't need We don't need $1 million. We just, you know, we just want a couple bucks. That's all. So today or tonight, what the plan is to do some market analysis, a little bit of review, and then some look at some stocks. That's what I want to do. And I just realized that this doesn't have XRP USDT. That's Litecoin. Yeah, let's review the trades real quick, right? And I'll show you guys what I was thinking, and we can just kind of go from there. If you guys got stuff to do, I'm planning on doing this anyways, so you know, no, I don't want to hold you up. I know it's late for some of you guys, so all right. So gonna be weird. No, what? I'm gonna do a YouTube stream from 6 to like 6:30, and then we're gonna jump in that live trade room. Yeah, because I still want to share the message. Like I still want to, you know, give people an opportunity to like see the light, you know, to take the red pill. Yeah, thanks, JJ. Yeah, yeah. The more you watch it, like the more key things you pick up on it too. And I'm in the process right now of kind of like, I'm gonna re-record it. I'm still gonna keep those recordings, right? But I'm gonna re-record it and put it so I am like just teaching each slide basically, and then that way if you guys are looking for a specific thing, it'll be like time stamped, and it can just be like, oh, this is where single prints are at, or this is where the auction market theory's at, stuff like that, and you could just kind of jump in there and get it done, you know. I'm gonna so yeah, I'm gonna do it before. I'm gonna do like a quick 15-minute before, and then after after what I'm gonna do, my plan is to share my trades, James' trades, or some of your guys' trades, whoever, you know, whoever feels like sharing some of their trades, then I can share it on YouTube and be like, hey, this is what we did in the live trade room today. This is the power of the TPO. Just try to get the message out there, you know, because, you know, I mean, if we're just kind of culty in that live trade room, we're not going to be able to spread the word and get people off the, you know, off the juice. So try to help them out. Try to help out people as much as possible. But yeah, so here's our trades on ETH, right? We took a long 610, 620 was our target, 630 was our take profit too. We had a nice little runner, and then the short 63, 53, and 27. So pull up the ETH chart real quick. We didn't quite get down to that 27. Not initially, at least. We came down just to, oh, I guess we barely touched it. My chart didn't touch it. Oh yeah, it didn't touch it. Yeah, we almost came down to it within one tick, right? Came down to it later if you were to take that trade a little bit later. Yeah, long and short, you're always sharing your trades. Yeah, yeah, that's nice. You know, ended up coming down to that 2506 level earlier, but I didn't short ETH the second time. Otto, what's up, man? And then on the upside, you know, we came almost all the way up to 2700, then kind of fizzled out. But basically, when we're looking at this ETH chart, and I posted these at 8 o'clock this morning, 7:56, right? So about right here-ish. Okay. And so we kind of failed to take this top. We pulled back. And we pulled back straight into our short, right? We failed to break the POC. And as soon as we come down, we were looking for that 63, that 25.63, right? Right here, the break of these lows. So it's basically just the break of this bar as it broke. We got in, it came down, it retraced a little bit, went down, and then rallied back up pretty quick. I had taken my stop after I took the take profits. I put my stop at 50, but it came right back and took me out. And then we just waited for this nice long trade. And depending upon how you manage this long trade, if you were able to jump in this long trade, if you were able to pace in or to stay in this long trade after the take profits, because the take profits were at 20 and 30, right? But if you were able to keep a runner or to maybe add on the way up, you'd have been looking good. It looked like the past couple of days. Great job, Brad. Thank you. Tesla, SQ, Snap, and Cat. Let me add those on my list, Christian, real quick, and we'll look at those in a second. Tesla, Snap. What was the other one? SQ, Cat. Okay. Did you paste conditional orders all those plays for the trigger, or are you watching plays? That's pretty much on the computer like all day today, so I was just watching. I don't really like. You're in the ETH long right now from 25.48. Oh, nice, right on the break. Nice. You take some profit up here at 67. I don't like to place conditional orders unless I'm on the computer. You know what I mean? So like I did have a conditional order on there, but if I was to get off my if I were to close my chart, I would close all those. I wouldn't just let it ride. So like a big thing, it's kind of like a big thing why algos really why regular people don't design algos, right? Because if you backtest something, you backtest it with static data, and you say, okay, well, every time it crosses, and watch, I'll put these candles on. So every time that a red bar comes past the VWAP to the low, I want to sell, and I want to take profit 200 points down. And every time a green bar comes up, I want to buy, and I want to buy 100 points up, right? In theory, it looks great. But if you're just putting these here, so like let's say you had like this, right? So I posted this play right here, right? Like right as this bar was forming. I think it was right after this little pullback. But let's say you were to have gotten in here, right? So it breaks this, you get in right there, right? And then this thing stops you out and then rips up on you. Right? If you're not watching this happen, you're going to miss this play. Right? Or you're going to get stopped out, because depending upon where your stop was at, right? Normally, let's say if you're just buying a static play and it was like 25.03, I think was the entry. Your stops maybe here. So this one came down, stop you out, and then ripped. You'd got back thinking that you were rich, got on your computer and found out you're broke, right? Not broke, but you know what I mean? So when this popped, right, I watched it pop, came down, it came right back down to this shelf right here, and sellers came in hard. And as soon as they came down, this thing ran right back up. And as soon as we got back over this is when I got in. I was just waiting for that. It just kind of went for us, so it was actually kind of nice. For those of you guys that are on Bybit today, there's a couple wicks that kind of just kind of did its own thing today, huh? You guys catch any of those? One of my BTC trades got like wicked in. It was weird. Can't remember which candle it was on. I'd have to check, but like it was like one of these candles. All of a sudden, because I was planning on shorting down here, all of a sudden this one of these candles like wicked me in, and I was in a trade, but I was already negative. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I had to set my stop up here. So I was in the red for a little bit, but I ended up coming back on the BTC, so it wasn't bad. You got wicked pretty bad. Yeah, it was a weird James George, what's up, man? Yeah, it was a weird wick on Bybit today. It was annoying as shit, to be honest. But yeah, and then the other trades we took were LTC, right, and XRP. I took XRP on my main account and the small account. I took LTC on the small account, and I took ETH on the main account and the small account. Overall, I haven't updated with today, but if we go to the weekend's trades, pretty much, I hadn't updated it since last week. I was pretty busy. I think it's just that, yeah, Bybit is just shit. They're probably just filling somebody down low, letting somebody get out of their position. Probably just a hookup, bro. But over the weekend, or over the past week, I have doubled this account. Started with $1,000. I'm at 3,700 now. Pretty good couple of days. I went up 164% in the account. Tried to short ETH on Thursday and paid the price. Right, I just had a bias because we had gone up so much, and I was just like, yeah, we're gonna go back down. There's no way. I had a bias, tried to fight the trend, got smacked, lost $173. ETH long number 2, 3201.80 for a loss, $320 loss. Right, just got in too early, and then I didn't cut the loser fast enough. I was just so focused on it going up. Same thing happened on trade 3. Got in almost at the exact same spot, like literally 5 cents difference. Took a $252 loss. Basically tried the same trade, but this time I cut it a little bit sooner. Trade 4 actually worked out pretty nice. $916 gain. Pretty big gain. Entered along on 2303 and it got out 2398. So pretty big run. And then trade number 5 ETH long was 2404. Or it was 2333 to 2404. It was an ad during that same trade. Still closed it a little bit early, but still pretty happy with it. And then the ETH long, 55 to 74, so just a $262 gain. Not a bad way. Shout out to Graham for helping me. Because I like to take profit quick, right? Mostly just like to get in and get out, but Graham's more of a swing trader, and he was kind of showing me what he does. I was taking a little bit from him, and just overall trusting myself, trusting the trend, right? So if we look at ETH, let's go back to ETH. That's basically all I traded all week until today. If you have a smaller account, guys, I think ETH is probably the way to go. And it's nice with the USDT because you don't have to worry about if your account's going up or down. You can just keep it going. So basically, this is what we saw. We saw a nice little high spike. It came back down. It was trying to build value. If you guys remember on Friday, I was talking about how ETH still needed to catch up with Bitcoin because Bitcoin was up here. But once it did catch up with Bitcoin, it came back down, but it settled on top of the value area. So we had seen a value shift up. We rallied again, and then we settled on top of another value area. Then we rallied again, and now we have a gap down here, right? We closed the gap a little bit, still didn't fill any of these single prints, not all of them at least. This buying tail, we kind of just came right to the bottom of it. Still some single prints down here on ETH, and we're basically just searching for value. But I took one short trade. It was either here or here. I can't remember, one of these days. I'd have to look it up. But it kind of left me as a sad man, right? Because I just had such a down bias, especially after this. We popped up. We didn't break this value area high, and so I kind of and I saw that we tested just above the POC. I was like, we've got to be going down. I saw this little breakdown. I figured the next one was going to be a short. got stopped, and then I flipped my bias to the long. So, you know, sometimes your bias will get the best of you, and that doesn't necessarily change with time, right? I mean, it helps being able to flip it back, but you know, your bias can get you just like just as much as it can get anybody. So definitely important to try to stay off of that. All right, next thing I wanted to do was look at some stocks. Um, so first thing I wanted to look at was actually CL futures. Actually, we'll save futures for last. See if we have access. So why? So why? XLY kind of looks like it's on the downswing. So wanted to check it out, see what the deal is. Oh, maybe we won't have access. Make sure my TD is connected. Yeah. I wanted to look at some currencies as well today. Um, it's not gonna. Interesting. Well, let's do it this way, the old-fashioned way. Let's see. A forward slash. All right, so oh sorry, it's ugly as fuck. The fuck sense. We try it, right? It's like extending value areas or something. Um, maybe we're not going to be able to look at any currency. We'll just have to fight through it, team. Try to ignore the boxes. So basically, we're seeing a shift down in value, right? This is the Aussie dollar versus the Japanese yen. We're seeing this balance zone here. And it is ugly. And so we're starting to get this breakdown. Basically, we're looking for a nice little short when we break this 80.191 level. So that looks good. Now let's look at the Aussie versus the US dollar. Basically, the Aussie dollar, unfortunately, is just not worth shit now. So, gotta take advantage of things when you get a chance. Risk management helps you counter your bias. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. 100% it does. So we're in a balance zone right here, but if this thing breaks, if this thing breaks this level here, the 73.16 level, maybe we'll toss a little short on there. Try to short it back down to the low of this profile, 72.94-ish, right? If you guys could do me a favor, if you guys are in the chat and you're new, type in the chat, say what's up. Be like, hey, Brad, look at this stock. You know, if you guys have some stocks you want me to look at, like Christian, we could check out your stocks real quick. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla. Okay, so Tesla pretty much held up the market last week. You know, we have, I mean, Tesla's been a little bit kind of chaotic, but it did end up breaking up to this high right here. Let's see. You see, I have some price levels already on Tesla because I was kind of waiting for us to get above some of these levels. We had this nice little balance zone down here. Right, we kind of just traded across, then went up. So let's see if we can't get Tesla on here. Really should be able to. I don't know. Ninja Trader not working. Does it look at the stock SWKS? Yeah, we can. My profile's on, TPO's on. Huh. Who knows why it's not working? No, no, it's... So Tesla's looking I mean pretty strong. Definitely running into some resistance up here though. I mean that's definitely the highest that it's been. I think let's go back. Let's look at days. Yeah, so I don't think we've been up there at all. Let's see where this is at. I guess we have been up there. But here's a nice balance zone up here. Let's have this price level here. That's probably gonna be an important level. 740. Price level there. Let's go back to the current price. Yeah, so see, oh, you're gonna want to wait. So it closed right here at the 687.58. You're gonna want to wait for a nice little breakup. We look at base drive. Yeah, definitely. Let's finish this one. SQ. Square looks like it's breaking down. The cult of the TPO. Don't think we need to throw any virgins into a volcano though. Nah, definitely not. That's not our style. So square. It looks like it might be setting up nice. See this 237.38. Look at some options. 37 puts. The puts are up. They're up about 30%. Which is not terrible, but I mean 30% is a pretty decent gain. So if you're gonna pay 30% premium for them, you're already gonna be spending a pretty penny. Probably just better to wait on those. Yeah. Ooh, Snap's nice. So Snap's got this gap below. and it's slowly, like if you look at this value, so we had value here, value shifts down. So if we get below here, we get below that 72.69, probably going to 70, probably like immediately. And then probably back to this balance zone down here. So this might be the play of the week. Play of the week. All right, let's find some plays. All right, September. What are we looking at here? We're looking at 70 or 63 puts. We're looking at 70 puts. So snap 73 puts. We'd look at 70 puts. The ask is 305. The bid is 395. Let's do this and send this to Lilac. Pop our chart up. Change this bad boy. Get rid of these bars. So they're on the low. So they're on sale, these puts. So we might have to snag them. So let's say we'll look for those puts like 70 for $3, $3.50 in between there. Because this is up at like $5. Those are not bad. The ask is 305. You'll have to see how it opens in the morning, of course. But definitely have to check it out. And then if we look a little bit longer term, we can look at 63. We're looking at 63, right? There we go. Yeah, so 63. So 60 puts are only $80, $83. So let's see. So anywhere from those 73 to those 60 puts, right? You have till September 20 or September 17th, so it's not bad. Look at the open interest on these two. These 80 puts are 696.7. So and then if you guys didn't hear, there's some news coming out. Some big news about the eviction moratorium. You guys heard about this? So if you're looking at this these eviction moratoriums, basically they had a chance to get the package done on Friday, but they didn't. So they came back to session, which means there is I think it's like 11 million people in the US. Yeah, it's 11 million. 11 million people in the US that are their landlord could be like, "Das culero, like you're fucking done. You're out. You're fucking out of here," right? And kick them out. So definitely something to be paying attention to, and it could affect the market big time, and if some of these people have money in crypto, and this is why I want you guys to be, staying sharp between the ears, because if they've got money in crypto and it, comes to the point where they've got to pay their bills or uh, hodl their ETH, they're gonna pay their bills, right? So it's definitely something to pay attention to, be careful of. What was next? Cat, right? That's what you said? Cat? There are 21 million foreclosures ready to be sent out Monday morning. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Caterpillar. So Caterpillar's kind of having a look below. You're looking at this, right? So it's looking down into value. Where was the close at? Let's see. They're showing us the close. Oh, there it is. So here's the close above the point of control. So I would expect us to probably come back and test this level here at 208.52. We could look at some dailies for that because that could just be a quick, nice little test. These are on sale. These are on sale, right? They're down about 80%. So we might get a little discount. We said 208, so these 207s are 275. What's the data? 33 cents, pretty high theta. Delta's 46 though, so if they get in the money, they can start to run. Um, yeah, of course, Christian, of course. What else we got? What else we got? SWKS. Skyworks. Skyworks had to look below too. Find some levels down here. Little balance zone right here. Good. We didn't quite get down there yet. I feel like there's a gap right here though. 76 to 74. Let's see where this thing closed. Closed above the POC. Okay, but this thing closed on the low. Value shifted, you know, it had this little peak below. It tried to distribute some inventory down here, but then got bought up, moved back up. All right. So we zoom in on this thing. And I hate this fucking chart, but it's cooperating with us. And it might be because I'm logged into TD at the same time. I don't know. On two different things. That makes no sense. Let's see. Yeah, so there's probably gonna be some levels here. 86. 86.50 there. Pretty nice balance on up here too. Look at some options. Not a huge fan of weeklies, guys, unless I'm trying to make a quick play. So it looks like the puts are way up. So if you're gonna get in on the short side, you're gonna have to pay for them. But we got some premium on the downside over here. They're expensive though. $700. What were we looking at call wise? 190 maybe over time. Let's see here. 190, about $500 to get in there. 58% on sale though, so that might be a decent chance. Long and short, what's Face Drive? What's the ticker? Do you know? Another one that I wanted to look up was Abby by Abby by finished on the low. See that? Yeah, these ones are a little bit different. They're numbers. If we zoom like way in, you can see. Same idea though. One ugly fucking chart. Yeah, of course, Alec. It loads an Abby by chart like this. I don't know why it won't load it. Stock. Oh, there we go. We're in business. Nice. Now we don't have to look at ones. Get rid of this margin. Saves. Look below and failed before. Pop back up. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. So we have a nice little balance zone right there. Nice little balance zone back here. After we do the first stuff. It's just so much cleaner to look at, you know what I mean? But copy that, duplicate it up. We'll see how this acts once it comes down in here. Might be able to catch some support. We'll see. We'll look for Abby Buy to catch some support. If it breaks into this level, I think I might just hit that short, and I might try to short it down to here, which is 115.34. So 115, up about 30%. Might have to finagle our way in there. I put, let me write it down real quick. 115s. Okay. FD. All right. On it. FD. Oops. It might not be on. Is it a Canadian stock? All right, JJ. I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good night, man. See you in the live trade room. Yeah, long and short. Is it a Canadian stock? If it's a Canadian stock, I can't look it up. I don't have access to the Canadian Stocks. Up. Smash the like, yeah. Smash those likes for me, guys. Get these likes rolling. We can look at it over here. Base drive. It is, yeah. We'll just look at it on TradingView. Yeah, I don't have access on my no worries, no worries. I don't have access on my NinjaTrader to it. Yeah, so it was chilling up here. Did you take any profits? Damn, when did you get it? A long time ago, huh? Oh my. This thing went all the way up to fucking, what is this? That was HMA. What is this up here? What's going on? What fucking line is that? Oh, I like accidentally. Oh fuck. Fuck something up. Look at this. There we go. Alright. Close one. 58 bucks? So obviously you see this nice balance area right here, right? We really need to be, oh, we can't extend it to the right. Praise the Lord. My God, finally. I want to refine this real quick a little bit. Better. There we go. Oh, you took profits at 55? Oh, nice, nice. Good shit. Way to nail it. Still have a bunch. I would just be looking at it to stay above that. I mean, if it's that 952 level, I can get pretty loose down here. That's 722. $775. Get this level too. 878. You're staying in the ETH trade? Are you long still? Look at excess. Can be well, dude. Yeah, just watch it to stay above value. I'll just be watching value. Careful it doesn't put in a poor high up here. If you see a poor high it put in, you gotta be careful. I mean that the excess is up here, but if it makes another bar low, right? We're gonna be one time framing. That's gonna be a. I mean, I guess we haven't really broken any lows, so we're technically up either. No poor low. I mean poor high, not poor low. Poor high. We have good excess though, so yeah, the trade looks pretty good. Good stuff. Yeah, long and short. I think these are probably pretty decent levels for you. Um, Oh, actually, I learned something. Oh, I'll run it back. 878, especially if you got in. You said you got in what, like $9? You said. Oh, $8. Okay. Yeah. Just look for some. I mean, there might be some support between 878, 775. Kind of a big zone, but there's really not much in below that. So it's just kind of a spike down and pop back up. So I guess you just have to watch it. Close on Friday. Close on the high, so will act as a bit of a resistance up here. Yeah, bro. Of course. See if we can get some distance up here. I might look for a short here. Pretty good. 14%. These are not bad. They're expensive to play this game, but just for a day. Day's so expensive too. Fuck. Oh, you know what I wanted to look up too? I wanted to look up. Let's look at. So with the whole variant going on, right? You know what has come down a lot that really hasn't bounced back much is these bad boys here. The the cruise lines. Right? We haven't seen them come back much at all. So this might be my go for. Do this do these single prints below. If we fill those single prints, that's gonna tell us there's some supply. Let's put a nice little line there. And then we'll target this 19. Let's see. So I got out. 2 hour break even? No way. Break even. What'd you get in at? Ooh, it came back down past that value area fast, huh? Jesus. Right to the POC. Yeah. That's all I was saying. You gotta be careful in that value area. You didn't take any profit up here? Yeah, for ETH to get going again, we're gonna have to get above this level right here. 25.74. 5. Turner green. We say looks like shit. Scott, what's up, man? Okay, so we might be able to catch some dailies. So some dailies they're up. Look at these puts, man. They're up. But the September puts are not too far up. So we can try to wait for a bounce. Ooh, these look primed. 1750. Not really where we want. Okay, those are we're gonna go after tomorrow morning. Let's look at favorite stock, EAL. This thing looks exactly the same. This is Delta Airlines right here. But I was looking at some cruise lines just before this. That was CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines. What here? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Just fill these single prints to the ticks. We need to get back down to these single prints. 39.35 on DAL. Great. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. Plus, you guys promised I would make my 100K back. Did we promise that? Oh, you got it at 25.48. What's your leverage on that? So if you do 5% leverage on ETH, right? If it goes $10, that's 1%. I'm pretty much positive about that. Yeah, so if you 5x, leverage, if you 5x leverage and it goes $5, that's 1%. You could have made almost 2% on that trade. I was reading something today about that if the US doesn't figure out their debt issue because they put it on hold for 2 years and now that it's back, and if they don't solve that issue, there is going to be, so I'm gonna look for some rejections around 41. That they could go bankrupt by October. So that's dope. Am I right? But didn't fill those singles. Interesting. To the tick. I wonder if it'll back test. Probably up to here. I think we'll get a chance to get some shorts on DAL, my friends. It looks like it wants the downside. Saw that pop below, look below, pop back up. Tried to balance, couldn't fill these singles. That might just be telling us there's no supply. So it depends on how much you put in. This was on, let's see here. What are these? Well, no, I mean, it doesn't really matter what you put in because it's off percentages. It's not based off of off of uh off of what you put in. It's based off the percentage. So let's say if you put in $10, that $10 move or that $5 move is going to be $1, so 1%. So that's, I mean, pretty decent trade if you ask me. I mean, tough one right there too because it looked like it wanted to go, but you got to think about this too. So if we go back to it, we zoom out, right? Look where value is forming. I know it's new, but remember how I was saying we have this gap? We have a gap in value. Gap in value, right? There's single prints below, right? We're able to get like, barely into them a little bit, pop back up. It's just a more more risky long. Football player. Can't draw hands, nobody can. Oof. Got cankles. Alright, give up. What is that progressive motion? 1402. Is that your account balance? Is that like 10 million or something? Oh, it's 10,000 contracts. Okay, I see. 258 open. 54 close. That was 400 at 25x. Oh, so you made 400 bucks? 48 to 56. Oh, so you made 400 bucks on that trade. I thought you said you would break even. Yeah, look. Okay. They all look the same. Oh, you put in 400. Oh, okay, okay. Leverage 400. Okay. $865. What's the percentage on that? What is 8.65 of 400? 2%. Not bad. I mean, honestly, that's how you should think about it. Really, like, you know, that's a 2% trade. You leveraged 400 bucks. You made 2%, right? That's a pretty decent trade. Yeah, I'm pumped for the trade room too. I got to get some good sleep tonight. I mean, that's the way. This is how I'm looking at all of the trades. Every single one. I actually need to bookmark this. But I mean, yeah, 2.1625%. You know, that's how I would look at it. That's how I'm looking at all of that. Like with my with the small account challenge and everything. You know, the goal is make 1% a day. You know, I happen to be up, you know, pretty decent right now, and I'm gonna turn the brakes on a little bit. You know, had a nice week. Yeah, 2% is nothing to scoff at, dude. People, I mean, if you can stay consistent making 2% trades, just like we said, like if you consistently make 1% a day over and over and over and over, right? When you're talking about next time, it's going to be what's uh 86. Oops. What's 8650 of 4,000? Right? Still 2%. But you're gonna have 4,000 in your account. This time you're gonna make 86 bucks. Then you're gonna have, let's say, 40,000. Right? And you're making 860 bucks. 2% on the exact same trade. So you made 865 after the fees or before the fees? Because if you make the exact same trade on $40,000, even on $4,000, you know, 2% trade, but 86 bucks. That's not bad. Inverse perpetual. So you made 865 and oh, okay. After the fees. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you made 2%. That's a good take home. I think that's really it. That's really all I wanted to look at. Maybe Twitter. If I can give my uncle some levels. Twitter. Long and short, you guys been watching that show? I got the video flagged on Friday again for playing the show on the stream. For some reason I just can't stay out of the doghouse. YouTube hates me. I don't know why this thing's lagging. Let's look at Twitter. Above the fib. Where we close on Friday? Close above. Okay. So we're balancing now. Oh, the show's called Alone. It's a badass show. So he's gonna play dailies. 68, but they're up 16%. They're the net change. They're 74 cents. Pretty good open interest on these bad boys. They're weeklies. Well, that's not a bad play. Typically don't like to go that far out of the money though. I'd rather get these 69s. Data's not bad. Your wife thinks you really live like that for the most part. I haven't seen that show. She is confused. There you go. Have I looked at the ES tonight? I have not. I connected? Yeah. Yeah, let me change something up though. If we're gonna look at the ES. And change a bunch of shit. That. All right, Christian. See you later. Oh, look at that. The piss poor high. I actually took a short off of the 975 earlier today. So it wasn't bad. Just a 975 and it traded down. I just traded down an I period. But looks like we kind of rallied a little bit. It's ugly. Oh, it's a weird looking profile, that's for sure. What I'm looking at on the ES though is if you're looking at let me get rid of this shit right here. So if you're looking at this, right? If I would have limited instead of marketed, it would have done a lot better. Did you limit out? So it needs to accept, price needs to accept up above here, right? So for the ES, price needs to accept up above here into this value area and start to build value, or else it's going to come back down into this value area. And so the level that I'm watching is, and I'll show you what I'm getting this from. Profiling. Let's look at a intermediate volume profile. I want to get it for weekly. I want it to display as by delta. Oh, and I also want it to be on the right. Oh no, because it was falling too fast. But don't you have a like so for your stop loss? Do you have a like a limit order stop loss in like because are you trading on Bybit or what are you trading on? Are you trading on KuCoin? God damn, this thing's fucking ugly as shit. Oh, the problem is with Bybit is the limits don't always catch. Yeah, but I mean, right now the market's not moving fast enough for it not to catch though. If you were trading like, I mean, I guess it's better. But you just had a market order? Yeah, Bybit. Fuck, isn't this thing working? Play type delta. Keep switching back, so fucking dumb. I'll get it by tick, that's why. Go. 25.62. Yeah, I was like almost there. Calculating. Enhance. 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 Go. All right, so this is that level that I'm watching, Eric. Right here, 85. That's where the delta, the weekly delta, when it like not I guess that would be the point of control for the delta. Um, but if you're looking at this level, right, it's right below balance for everything. And obviously we're seeing this delta from here, but it's just for overnight session. So this is basically just useless information. But if you see, this is the longest delta that we had. So this was obviously a short position people tried to hold from us coming back up into balance, right? Because we're in balance here. We scroll back a little bit, right? Balance, 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 right? So levels below here, we have a poor low right there. Still hasn't been fixed. Poor low right there, still hasn't been fixed. Poor low right here, still hasn't been fixed. Oops, fucker. I guess that one did get fixed, so this. That was a holiday poor low. We have two poor lows below, right? Is that go chart? This is not go chart. This is Ninja Trader. Ebro, hey, what's up, man? Or ma'am. I'm from California, so we just call everyone man. So if I offended you, sorry. Yeah, so this is that level that I'm watching on the ES right here. This is going to be our ticket. So, I mean, yeah, we got some room to go, but if we break below this level, right, it's going to take us out of our balance. This VPOC is going to be pretty strong right here too, this 390 level. But that can take us below balance, and that'll show us that we have some supply in the market. So can really get us going to the downside. We break back into balance, right? Look for us to trade back down to probably past the open. Open was at 36.96.50. Take a look at CL over here. Why not? There's old Crudy. Crudy Tooty. Look at that. Singles in the overnight session to the downside, huh? Fucking Delta profile. Stay woke, bro. Balance area here. Yeah, oh, yeah. Might have to look for some options on oil when it comes down here. Look at all this support down here. So we've got a bunch of positive delta, balance zone, bunch of positive delta comes in, bunch of volume, right? See all this positive delta, all this volume comes in, and then boom, we just fucking rip up. Oil just went on a tear. I mean, it did take a piss. It was at 75 like 2 weeks ago, but ugh, that doesn't sound fun. So let's see if we can form some value. Prices are right here, so looks like we're trading within value. Might be a decent like little range day. Range days on oil are nice because if you do fuck up, you don't get punished as bad. But if oil starts to trend and you're on the wrong side of it, ugh, can blow your account a couple minutes. It's not good. Not good at all. But yeah, guys, that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up, get some sleep. We got the live trade room in the morning. I will be live on YouTube and Twitch tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for a little market intro. And then we will jump onto Oh, ETH is back up. Oh, of course. It's always works like that, bro. Always. Looks like it. That was tough. I don't know. We finally got some supply, man. So this is the first time. If you look back, let me zoom this out so you can see it. I'll turn these on. This is the first time in a minute that ETH has broken a low, right? Besides this, it looks a little bit similar, right? But it really didn't break any lows because we came up from here, we came down, we still didn't break any lows, popped up, didn't break a low, popped up, traded sideways, popped up, didn't break a low, popped up, traded sideways, popped up, traded down. So there's our next low, popped up, and we immediately traded straight back down and we broke that low. Right, so I kind of think that ETH is coming back. I think when I wake up in the morning, ETH will be right here. In between that. All right, Mad Cats. See you tomorrow. Or it could be fucking, who knows? Could be a million by then. Boy, I don't know for sure. Thing you can do is trade it, right? That's all we can do. I'll tell you what though, Bitcoin short is looking, it's looking juicy. I might just hold it overnight. I'd have to. We're building value, basically right here. Like this gap down here. I mean, I have my stop, so I'm still in the Bitcoin short, but I have my stop right here. Right there. Yeah, I've been short for Bitcoin like fucking. Oh, I think the short was 41, 200. Yeah, it's like right here. It was right as this bar came down, broke into the structure. We broke, it bounced back up. I got short. Had to pucker up quick right here, but pretty much just had like a, like our classic corner kick, right? We had this kind of ugly excess, came back up, back into structure, popped up, tried to make upper structure, give the upper excess, couldn't do it, popped back into structure, and then broke. Right, goal. So, yeah. Well, I mean, I just played it on the corner kick. So I got in the trade, and then as we came down to here, this thing popped, right? So now I'm finger on the trigger. And if it doesn't go, because I know this is my corner kick, right? So pops back up into structure, looks above, can't hold, back into structure, comes down. If it doesn't hold right here, this is my goalie. My goalie's saying, oh, no, 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 right? I hit him with that little head fake, pumped it in, and we caught through. Right, but if this thing would have started to go like this, I would have been, that would have been the pucker moment. But this bar literally opened up and just flushed, so it was nice. And I've had my stop right here for hours, or no, it's actually right here for hours now. Reason being is because it's gonna have to fight through this area here, and then these single prints right here. So I know for sure that I'm wrong. I've already taken profit, right? But it's yeah, I saw that you posted. You caught a nice little trade. That's nice. I just happen to be on the computer like all fucking day today. Catching up on stuff, setting stuff up. I want to make the I just want to like make it so you guys have everything that you need to have, right? I mean, I understand that it takes time for to get the idea. And that's kind of something I was talking to a buddy about, is like, people kind of ask me like I don't understand why you take some of the trades that you take, but like it's just I have so much time on the screen that like sometimes you just feel it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that feeling. And so like that's why like when I post my trades, it's not like, hey, this you just set a limit order there and then just take that trade. You're looking for a couple of things, right? And so as we came up on here, we saw sellers come in. Where do we come to? Right to the top of structure. I mean, this is like, I could probably clip this and uh yeah, I'm trying to figure out something that's gonna I'm trying to figure out something that's gonna be good. But is 30 minutes gonna be enough time for what? Yeah, I mean, I could this thing worked out so nice that like I could probably cut this out and put it in the fucking template, replace the one that's in there. This one's perfect. It's the live trade room? Yeah, it's like 2 hours, yeah. It'll probably go longer, honestly. You guys know me. I'll just fucking, you know, just go. How I do it. I just go in. Oh, he's not talking about the trade room? Oh no, so I'll do a live stream at 6. And then for like, just like a quick update. Um, so what I might do is I might update my small account, do like a small account update, update what we've got going on, update what we're looking at maybe, and then let people know like, hey, if you want to hop into the live trade room, hop on the website, jump in the Discord, stuff like that. And then after, what my plan is every day is to share how I traded, how James traded, and then pick a member, and if they want to share, if someone wants to share. If not, we'll just share how long and short traded every day because he always shares. So I can't talk to you other than through the chat, right? I don't know. We'll have to talk to James. I don't know. I mean, we don't want to just have like fucking a mess of people talking at once, right? But um, for me, I would rather be voice on Zoom, um, because then I don't have to look at the chat. I can just listen. Because like when I'm trading, on YouTube, like I'm taking like pretty cautious trades most of the time. Um, but like when we're trading like that, like live trader, like I want to be fucking in the zone, focused, So like I'd rather, yeah, this thing wants to like I just can't. This is kind of breaking up. You don't want open mic on Zoom. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I mean, it's a, it's a, it's a fucking learning experience, right? Like we're all kind of doing this for the first time together. I'm used to doing Zoom with James and like 4 other people that I trained up. That's probably like the most people that I've had on Zoom, maybe like 10 people total that I've had on Zoom that I've actually like trading live and like calling everything out and stuff, sharing my screen, all that stuff. But we're gonna have like 140 people in there, maybe like 100 people or something. So I think that's why James doesn't want the mics on, because what will happen is, like, remember when we did the Discord, calls, and some people just have their fucking mic on and just be like annoying as shit, and like, it's easier for me on Zoom because I could see everybody, so I can just click on them and fucking mute them. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, what do you mean, Cam? Like to have the mics on? I mean, we'll just have to see, you know. We'll figure it out, I'm sure, as a community. I'm not against having, like I'm not against having like even if the mics are off, right? But if someone's like puts because you click the hand or whatever, I can always unmute somebody and then just fucking they can say what they need to say. Um the big thing I want is like I want people, I mean the chat is gonna be good, blowing up, of course. Everyone's gonna be chatting. Um and the big thing is I'll just be talking pretty much like the entire time. So that kind of drains like some mental capital, because you're like just going. But if somebody's on something that I'm not on, so like the live trade room setup, it looks like it looks like this. So like basically top corner I have a correlation chart, so it has the Nasdaq, the Dow. Right here I have a tracking chart, so it tracks like the volume and the range for like the ES, the Nasdaq, the Dow, Bitcoin, and ETH. And then right here, I have a time and sales for BTC, ETH, and the ES. And then right here, I have a, is it, I think it's a cluster chart. And then right here, I have my TPO. And then right here, I have market depth. So we'll see all the market depth. And then right here, have our, oh, you know what? This is an order flows chart. That's what this chart is. So it's going to be like this. It's an order flows chart. Um, and then right here, I have the BTC and ETH TPOs. Yeah, it's a little bit different though. Long and short with the ES, it's a little bit different. I just wonder if I'll have any issues with Zoom because Streamlabs doesn't take up as much energy or whatever as Zoom does. So we'll see. Megadesk. That's what I call my workspace. Megadesk. Look at this. My fucking CPU is like fucking working its ass off right now. Like 99% CPU use from Ninja Traders just fucking murdering my shit. Look at this. I mean, I won't have Chrome open, I guess. I guess I will actually, because I'll have my fucking Bybit open. Um, Once it loads everything, it should settle down. Yeah, and give you guys a little sneak peek. That's what it's gonna look like. Move this shit. So, what the fuck? Okay. So you're gonna have this chart, which is a correlation chart. We're gonna have our market analyzer. We're gonna have our time and sales, which will be spitting out shit. Uh, uh, just being fucking worthless. Mega desk, yeah, that's what I call it. We'll have the order flows chart here. Which one is this? The point figure one we gotta get rid of. We'll have our order flows chart up here. We'll have the ES here. This. And then oh, I closed the wrong fucking. We'll have our ETH BTC chart here. And if this chart ever fucking loads. So, well, this chart won't like drag. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's being a piece of shit. Anyway, so we'll have another chart here that has like time and sales on it. So hopefully there's some cash or something like that. So this thing's not so fucking bogged down. Here we go. Now it's working. Um this chart here. Finally. Fucking A. Took me all goddamn day. So this chart is just showing us depth, right? See a big order there, big order there, big buy order down here at 90. That's that level we were talking about earlier, 43.90. That's a breakout of balance. Just makes sense. They're gonna try to buy that shit up. Try to buy it, send it back in, fade it a bit. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. I am going to pass out. I appreciate all of you guys sticking around and watching. Appreciate all the likes. Hopefully we can catch some nice plays. I'm excited for the live trade room. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. It's tomorrow in office land. All right. You guys have a good night.